Hello and welcome to Astronomy Spotlight for September 2023. So we've got three bright planets in the sky, not at the same time, but first off, Jupiter. Jupiter rises about 10:15 p.m. on September 10th, and it shines very brightly at minus 2.67 magnitude. That is quite bright, even for Jupiter, and it will continue to get brighter through early November, and we'll talk more about that in November. It will look like a bright white star in the eastern sky. Let me turn on my labels for the planets, and there it is in the east, just having risen. Saturn is at opposition, which was at opposition last month, as you might recall. Is still quite bright this month in the southeastern sky at really the same time on the 10th. And on the 26th, the moon and Saturn will actually be very close together in the evening sky. That is something you will want to write down on your calendar. It will, of course, appear as a bright yellow star near the moon. Of course, keep in mind the planets tend not to twinkle very much, at least compared to the stars, so they will shine very steadily, in addition to being brighter than most of the stars as well. Now we have kind of jumped forward into the early morning sky, about just before 5:30 a.m. This would, of course, be on the 11th of September. And if we look east, we now find Venus, which is reaching its very brightest for the year, actually. Venus will be low in the east, and you can see the crescent moon not too far away. And, of course, now Jupiter has got much higher in the sky between about 10:15 and about 5:30 in the morning. So Venus has now become the morning star, and it shines with a blazingly bright minus 4.78 magnitude, which is its brightest for the year, even brighter than its brightest evening appearance back in July, which you may recall. So look for it just before dawn in the eastern sky, starting at around 5 a.m. Or so in the morning. Now, finally, the last topic I want to talk about is the Fall Equinox, which this year occurs on September 23rd. Now, that means, as you may know, we get roughly an equal amount of day and night. The sun basically rises due east and sets basically due west. However, not a very well-known fact is that we really don't get a true equal amount of day and night until a few days later, at least here in this part of North America. This is known as equilux. Equilux literally means equal light. And so that actually happens on September 26th of this year for those, again, living where we are in North America at 40 degrees north latitude. So now next month, we're going to be discussing a partial solar eclipse of the sun. You will definitely want to come back for that to learn more about that rare event. Also, we do post new episodes of Astronomy Spotlight about every first Friday of the month. Sometimes we will send them out earlier if the event actually happens quite early in the month, but generally it'll be the first Friday of the month. And if you have any questions about anything you're curious about in astronomy, please send them to the email address at the bottom of the screen. All right, that is Astronomy Spotlight for September. Join me again next month, and thank you for watching.